And not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three River Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. On the visitor's sideline, Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. On the other side, Steeler head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys, on the other hand, came out on top in their opener, so they'll try to make it to 2-0 to start the new year. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Commanding the offense will be the highly talented.
Defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play,
and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Sam Darnold, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting the loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. Inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their highly decked 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On the give, it's Warren. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have taken the lead. On the run, it's Warren. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone. In week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage complete.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They toss it to Warren. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for two.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers will throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for two from the two.
In his way, he earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Derek Hall with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting
on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Derek Hall with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting second and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
58.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Now Darnold. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.